What up, X? Yo. You two trolls catch my scimitar blade and turn snitch. Your man is your dog and your homegirl a bitch. Inquisition lies turn high priestess to witch. Burned at the stake, cooked like fish Escovitch. COINTELPRO are not pros but rookies. TikTok program makes young girls shake their cookies. Transgenders wanna be called proper pronouns. D-Wade's son turned daughter, pawn of the order. Used for the rituals, niggas wearing capris. Slam dunk champ shorts are way above his knees. By yourself with 3 masks on, that's a disease. Most of y'all are crack fiends for vaccines, giving passes to perv clones like Weinstein. While in your favorite actor had property on Epstein Island. Hollywood Kazars, tribe of 13 wizards, blowing lies make visibility pour like blizzards. With sins greater than 55 miles per hour, stupidity will surely get your minds devoured. Using your soul to quench the thirst of diabolic devils, then ignorance would rise past hyperbolic levels. Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in? Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in?
I put your head on the water and show you what's important. You need ear, of course, and more will appear. Anywhere I stand, Morocco is there. So no matter where I stand, my rights will be clear. The law of the land, signed by the air. Ooh, the true air. Ownership, caught up in color, you disown the ship. A black star with black people in it. Ship Garvey away before Julie boarded it. That's a smart plan by some hybrids. But the birds still fly with a message, a flag of culture, heritage, American Republic, feeling like Carthage. You driving cars, I'm riding elephants. You thinking nothing relevant. Black before every statement, you're an agent. Need I say more? I'm in 7-Eleven. You're thinking corner stores, human rights declared, but how they corner yours?
Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in? Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in?
I hear you running your mouth, talking about how you the best out, like I went south, like I ain't standing here with my chest out, poking my bubble vest out. Know how many years rappers been stressed out, trying to write the kind of rhymes that I left out of a song. You rap cowards are more on the day that Yahweh is gone. While I'm alive, y'all won't give me my flowers, cause I'm a thorn in your side. That's alright, I'ma keep poking. The beast woke in the middle of the night, sheet soaking with teeth broken. That's cause I took a bite out my dreams, hoping it never stops. I only see L's at 3 o'clock when I peek at my watch. Laugh at these lists that I ain't on, I should be at the top. And that's as clear as air, so I'm there if you see me or not. I remember not having gas inside the hoop, so I added the coupe, and the pickup got a panoramic roof. The chain dangles, A angle looking like a kaleidoscope, shining so the finest hoes is eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I hear y'all running your mouth, speaking colored and stateless. I'm protected by ancients, black obsidian bracelets. Moorish music, my playlist. No need for Moroccan states. Moorish empire is what my estate is. Stand on my square, upside down 5-point star in a circle. My prophet universal, yours playing commercial. Lion claim a continent, an island called Turtle. Too many trust the patriarchs and abandon maternal. Blacks let alphabet groups steal their civil rights. Black sellouts take death oaths and sacrificial rites. White man is the devil. They never killed a cracker. Moors of all pheasant turbans. Y'all are all cappers. Hip-hop raised me. No man purse, still backpackers. Nationality, days order. No black banners. Y'all dissing Moors but support conscious peddles and scammers. Nico Ortiz and Chic, all MCs, no whack rappers.
Yo, they stay running their mouth, but I don't hear them though. Your style old, 365, bro, that's a year ago. go. You want the crown? You a bit too late. The kid go off the top like a slip toupee. While your album on the shelf, cause the shit too fake. You like Slim B and Charlie try to emulate the game wide open. Cause the competition's still stiff. I am legend, my shit slaps sorta like Will Smith. You love the hate, your origin is out of the fan. That's why we see deep down you're ambiguous as a man. Conspicuous with your plan, we witness it as it pans. Feathers up, time to stand as indigenous of the land. When this verse drop, you probably won't be rapping as much. I don't need help, I hold my own like grabbing my nuts. And to the meme scholarship, I ain't feeling it much. Come to Peace Pipe TV to get your interview up. Let's go.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious. Ali is happy when Moors are happy. Vixens wink fake lashes trying to trap me. 40 days and nights battling the lower demons. This is not the land, hybrids can't be freemen. If this is not the land, who's the immigrant thinking they're sovereign? Imagination figment, recessive is their status, lacking pigment. Game for the Thanksgiving, but no commitment. The indigenous Moors they conquered with Bibles, signs in the vitals and signs in the cycles, only to strangle, embracing my rivals. Free national standards, not playing with the tribals. Each Moor is their own Christ, not disciples. Whether hands or thoughts, no worshiping idols. Always carry my Moorish Quran, no recitals. Everyone will not process ancients' arrivals. Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Innate mystic ability to show and prove a lesson, coupled with the agility to move you with the message, presence of divine mind to navigate you with a reference, urgent with a purpose, perfect. Emerging urban legends, real more is not a question or a choice or a preference. You are who you are, you should have the same obsession. Broke the same jewels to a dude, the corner, Jane and Western. What you reppin', all that effort, that direction, keep you separate in a world of blind sheep. I was born to be a shepherd, mind like an elephant. Got the paws of a leopard, means I'm wise and I'm strong. Crank you up like I'm a record, take you to the body shop, correct your lines to true vector manifestations. Matter, energy, and mind, spirit men unsung. Trey Young dropping dimes until you tighten up, you catching splinters from the pine. Clean the clouds out your thoughts, that's what keep you in the bind.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
This that new batch.
Telling me shit through numbers though. I don't like counting, man. Back to the counting stuff. Ancestors, man.
Pro bono, publico, pro facto, pro indefenso. We that two things tramp on top of B-Mac. Sounds like an E-flat. Pain, quattro, doors, ablaze with my circle. Involve my C-ergo, leans back. But not that high. I'm a bee, but I'm not that fly. Bugging you, I'm not that kind. Look like a mean mug, what did I do? Try to relax. Let your feet hover, fall off your path, let the leaves suck you. I didn't mean that. You said you needed intensive care. I got the weed pack, Cop 10 bags of your head. He said you need that. With the tail, I brought the whole steed. Giddy up, wasn't funny. What you call money? Bring the green back, but greed is always left intact. Papa, pro bono, et malo, pro in defenso, pro
bono, progress need no promo. Brainwashed by TV programs, no, proclaim lower self, project higher than rockets. Profound like fork tongues in sockets. Protection lacking, project in a direction away from blacking or be lacking. In a zombie procession, most profession keep you from progressing, denying due processing. Prosecutor wants no impropria persona in full life for obia. Prodigal son, nautical, astronomical one. All pro, never implausible, cause probable. Proactive, not passive. Minds captive, problem. Children angry and hyperactive. Needs more probiotic. Pro-black is pro-death. I'm proceeds and process. Pro-democracy, Moors keep me perplexed. Not hearing innocence, Kirkman Bay's Moors profess. Seating old Moors in the back with no protest. Spiritual work is in progress.
Speaking pro is best, a point I emphasize, no stress. Meaning attend to what is or is to be, what's not less. Communications and tests and verbally I express my progress and high probability for profit we opt to get. Opportunities that set our plots in check to apply the domino effect a story connects. More important than the past project, hence we document to step correct when we reflect. Plus self-inspect to detect what's real and focus on growth. This is what it is and reduce the theme of this verse, so take note. I proactively promote the quotes that I wrote when enlightened. This that new bitch.
Telling me shit through numbers though. I don't like counting, man. Back to the counting stuff, ancestors, man.
Pro bono, publico, pro facto, pro in defenso. We that two things tramp on top of B-Mac. Sounds like an E-flat. Quattro doors, ablaze with my circle. Involve my C-ergo, leans back. But not that high. I'm a bee, but I'm not that fly. Bugging you, I'm not that kind. Look like a mean mug, what did I do? Try to relax. Let your feet hover, fall off your path, let the leaves suck you. I didn't mean that. You said you needed intensive care. I got the weed pack, cop 10 bags of your head. You said you need that. With the tail, I brought the whole steed. Giddy up, wasn't funny. What you call money? Bring the green back, but greed is always left intact. Papa, pro bono, et malo, pro in defenso, pro
bono, progress need no promo. Brainwashed by TV programs, no, proclaim lower self, project higher than rockets. Profound like fork tongues in sockets. Protection lacking, project in a direction away from blacking or be lacking. In a zombie procession, most profession keep you from progressing, denying due processing. Prosecutor wants no impropria persona in full life for obia. Prodigal son, nautical, astronomical one. All pro, never implausible, cause probable. Proactive, not passive. Minds captive, problem. Children angry and hyperactive. Needs more probiotic. Pro-black is pro-death. I'm proceeds and process. Pro-democracy, Moors keep me perplexed. Not hearing innocence, Kirkman Bay's Moors profess. Seating old Moors in the back with no protest. Spiritual work is in progress.
Speaking pro is best, a point I emphasize, no stress. Meaning attend to what is or is to be, what's not less. Communications and tests and verbally I express my progress and high probability for profit we opt to get. Opportunities that set our plots in check to apply the domino effect a story connects. More important than the past project, hence we document to step correct when we reflect. Plus self-inspect to detect what's real and focus on growth. This is what it is and reduce the theme of this verse, so take note. I proactively promote the quotes that I wrote when enlightened. Stimulating my state to be one more great from inciting. Affirmations that heighten implementation and writing. Healthy reminders inciting the calming minded to fighting. Or more like a dance, the mental train. Or what I'm saying, like Coach Nim said, it's all for the weak that complain.
Pro bono, publico, pro facto, pro in defenso.
Pro bono, progress need no promo. Brainwashed by TV programs, no.
Speaking pro is best, my progress project. I proactively promote the quotes that I wrote.
This is all 9 lives, synchronized in perfect step, time after time, averting certain death before you leave. Must relieve karmic debt, which beget this war within us. RC Tech best, dust off records, our forebearers left. Put the needle to the groove, return to their mindset. Download begins, rewind cassette. Time is death, so then kill your clocks. This the will of Allah, filling you all to the rim and then some till it spills and it falls over all facets of the masses. Transactions composed in maxims, revising your cannons. Drove past heaven, it was littered with abandoned mansions where adverse possessed like 5 or 6. Gave them back the addresses. I got family moving in. Forget the madness, let the reversion begin.
True Ali the mastermind, other leaders asinine. Never dropping facts, use emotions to pass the time. Never make it on my shrine. Kundalini up the spine, halo glow to aftershock. Make you see the sign of times. Beeline to bloodline, Aquarian age flood mines. Rhyme like a plumb line. Sometimes it's bud time. Rock mid-range deadly, all around the foul line. Playback I'm front line. Moorish is my guideline. Step and cause a fault line. Throw your service offline. Watch them get outshine. Cross me like a state line. Get cut like a break line. FU and your concubine. Strangle with a fishing line. When I help is genuine. Always from the heart. All chakras are intertwined. Self you must redefine. More from the civil line. Not the clandestine. Stake a vamp at chest line. Sun stay stationary. Shadow left behind. Say you don't want to. Not that you have no sign. See good in everything and how you must train the mind. Give out some love and find peace sublime. Water and the key lime keeps the body alkaline. Law should remain divine, not too much maritime. Get all 13 journals of the Moorish paradigm. Israelites from Sarah line. My path is the narrow line. Thought you had the upper hand, I saw it like a tarot line.
I'm painting with the big P in game 6. Unity about as crucial as game 6 of the finals. I'm glowing like I won the title, but Ellen Beta noble titles. Don't worship humans, that's a false idol. Heavenly vibes coming from my recital. Middle fingers to connivers and instigators. The truth to revive you like the liberators. So this a pump to the chest. Utilize what's useful and throw away the rest. My vegan ways will put the beef to rest. My calling got directed like receptionist. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to put that bullshit to rest. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to bring that bullshit to rest.
When I step in the center, they can tell I'm a winner. Live my life right. Thank God, I'm not a sinner. Live my life like I'm passing through time. Disastrous crimes, you killing up my people. I'm asking you back, that's why you feeling the energy rise. Because we open the eyes, we see the open skies and all them cop picking lies. That's how I battle enemies. I be using my energy. I move like the centipede in the mirror, see tending.
This is all 9 lives, synchronized in perfect step, time after time, averting certain death before you leave. Must relieve karmic debt, which beget this war within us. RC Tech best, dust off records, our forebearers left. Put the needle to the groove, return to their mindset. Download begins, rewind cassette. Time is death, so then kill your clocks. This the will of Allah, filling you all to the rim and then some till it spills and it falls over all facets of the masses. Transactions composed in maxims, revising your cannons. Drove past heaven, it was littered with abandoned mansions where adverse possessed like 5 or 6. Gave them back the addresses. I got family moving in. Forget the madness, let the reversion begin.
True Ali the mastermind, other leaders asinine. Never dropping facts, use emotions to pass the time. Never make it on my shrine. Kundalini up the spine, halo glow to aftershine. Make you see the sign of times. Beeline to bloodline, Aquarian age flood mines. Rhyme like a plumb line. Sometimes it's bud time. Rock mid-range deadly, all around the foul line. Playback I'm front line. Moorish is my guideline. Step and cause a fault line. Throw your service offline. Watch them get outshine. Cross me like a state line. Get cut like a break line. FU and your concubine. Strangle with a fishing line. When I help is genuine. Always from the heart. All chakras are intertwined. Self you must redefine. More from the civil line. Not the clandestine. Stake a vamp at chest line. Sun stay stationary. Shadow left behind. Say you don't want to. Not that you have no sign. See good in everything and how you must train the mind. Give out some love and find peace sublime. Water and the key lime keeps the body alkaline. Law should remain divine, not too much maritime. Get all 13 journals of the Moorish paradigm. Israelites from Sarah line. My path is the narrow line. Thought you had the upper hand, I saw it like a tarot line.
I'm painting with the big P in game 6. Unity about as crucial as game 6 of the finals. I'm glowing like I won the title, but Ellen Beta noble titles. Don't worship humans, that's a false idol. Heavenly vibes coming from my recital. Middle fingers to connivers and instigators. The truth to revive you like the liberators. So this a pump to the chest. Utilize what's useful and throw away the rest. My vegan ways have put the beef to rest. My calling got directed like receptionist. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to put that bullshit to rest. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to bring that bullshit to rest.
When I step in the center, they can tell I'm a winner, live my life right. Thank God, I'm not a sinner, live my life like I'm passing through time. Disastrous crimes, you killing up my people, I'm asking your back is why. You feeling the energy rise? Because we open the eyes, we see the open skies and all them cop picking lies. That's how I battle enemies, I be using my energy. I move like the centipede, in the mirror see tending me. Pay attention to tendencies, trying to mess up the chemistry. We can be one big family. I do it for the nation. How many gon' stand with me? I got the prophet up front and you're mad at me. Can't love a man that look like you, but it's sad to see. I'm just acting like the children watching and it has to be. Nationality got me feeling like a dad to be. Grass sheep provide the beat and I just have to bring the heat. Khalifa society, Canaanland Moors, Moorish connection, rise of the Moors.
In the spirit of a prophet in Islam, we study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. Know it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of this savannah, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Moved out the rough edges, eliminate the arms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, taking back Guam. With that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. The omnipresent vibration sound is on. It's
Mars don't give it away. Yo, Mars don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Get me to stay. Great the masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Mars don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times I'll try and break you? Try to got a great clue. Struggle size HU. Mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state truth while plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that latitude, that's HB number 2. And keep my name out your mouth unless it's about to spread my youth. Put to come up with the money that you run up in this chrome game. Turn up in my young guards, aim and shoot with your lame excuse. No, I never that. This a full force sound system, level that. Yo, you only talking fee out where your level's at. This is God body, show me where the devil at. I'll let you read what this life about. We the lawmakers, architects, and still they doubt. We keep it factual with math and science practical. They love to hate the natural. Pain with the gain, no clout. A little fame couldn't stray, I remain on route. I move mountains, earthquakes on speakers. Something off the counting these occurrences, they speechless. For the world, I'm the teacher. I'm sure like the beaches, keeping everything du jour. I'm the one with the features that they envy. We the reason that they seek us to take us out every season. So, Morris don't give it away. Yo, Morris don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the stay. Drake the masterpiece. The master's trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like the masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Morris don't give it away. Yo, Morris don't give it away. Why am I in this?
Good.
Character right
hood. Goddess outstanding, keeps order, she de jour. I thought Orisha Omega deity, she a more amongst the elite, but relate to the core. She command the fleet first to step on the shore. Snooze never sleep, won't hear me snore.
Hey yo, play me once, you'll never snake me twice. Break this smoke, you never save my life. Never rolling with that piece, so respect my life. Respect my life, yo. Morris don't give it away. Yo, Morris don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate the copy, I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's grade, give me the state. Create the masterpiece, the masses trying to masterpiece. This timing like the masterpiece, this law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Morris don't give it away. Yo, Morris don't give it away. Respect my life, respect my life, respect my life, respect my life, respect my life. Never. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Hey. You know the PM studio, man. 7998 Premier Road. Yeah, go with it. Hello. Buenas noches. Why did I go to the end of the song for real?
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with most they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with most they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take more science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the profit. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send Brits again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out is the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. 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 Islam honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to our Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Q&A Wednesday, Season 2, number 11. So we're getting this email. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Remember, if you have any questions, just put it in all caps in the chat, and we'll get to it. We'll try this email first. Peace, Cujo. How are Moors supposed to deal with the sellout of Noble Drew Ali? The more I think about it, I realize the great disservice they caused. The best way is to keep Noble Drew Ali in their face, so they know that they messed up. Because you can't go back and do jack. They already sold you out. So you can just recognize that this is what happened. That's what messed everything up. That's why the stuff is messed up. Why, grandma's messed up, your sister, your cousin, your twin, or whatever, whoever, right? That you're competent and they're messed up. They're messed up, they're broken, they're traumatized, they're everything that people don't deserve to be going through. But it's only these certain people, though. Only certain people. It's all because of the sellout. So you recognize it. So help and build something better. Help and add on to the great works that Moors have been doing for us to even know that we're Moors right now. Moors who put in work that you never even know about. Make sure we know about our birthrights. We're still competent. We're here. Moors ain't gone anywhere. They got rid of the Moors. No, you didn't. You didn't get rid of Jack. Moors are still here. We have some sellouts on our side. Oh yeah, and we're gonna start incorporating now. Cause Noble Drew Ali said, "Don't call him a nigger, call him a dirty Moor." And it's hard because some of these people aren't worthy to be called dirty Moors. They're not worthy. Right? And Brother Omar got up one the other day, slime bucket. That's what these people are now. Slime buckets. However big the bucket is, cauldron, vat, whatever it is that they got, all it is slime in there. Same slime that Drew Ali talked about. That's what these people are. That's what they are. Slime buckets. Only a slime bucket would stoop so low to sell out their own people. So the sellout was around during Noble Drew Ali's time, and look what great work he did. And there are sellouts around in his face, and look at the great work that he did. Let's say Drew Ali's the man. And anybody who doesn't want to give him honors and all that stuff, they're a slime bucket. They could placate whatever they want to placate with whoever they want to. Right? But these slime buckets, they're going to be out there. So you don't worry. Just know that they're going to be out there. So when you engage them, you know that's a slime bucket. Deal with it accordingly. Caveat emptor. Cavit emptor. But you're not gonna go strangle them. You know, am I going to jail for this slime bucket when I could use my talents and my everything else for something worthy to this world? You know, like we were saying the other day, some are the vanguard for this. Some of the wall, you know, the wall that you have to go through before you even get to the. You didn't even deal with the army yet. Let's just say you get past the army. There's a wall that you have to go through before you get anywhere. Right? Some people choose to be the Alexandria and all that. The storehouses of the knowledge that you sit down with some of these Moors and they make your head spin for real. Because Moors really do study all types of different disciplines. I've seen Moors do things with trades that how come this Moor doesn't have his own whatever trade thing? Don't look at the trade thing. All right, how come this Moor doesn't have that? How come it's so hard? And everybody's playing closed door market and only hiring their people and all that stuff, and then our people are getting played around with. Mm. And you're gonna figure it out. As soon as the stuff clicks and you realize what's going on, you'll act accordingly. Instead of doing the waiting for the savior BS, same stuff that the Negroes are doing. Then we're Moors, waiting for a new Noble Drew Ali or something to come. All these master teachers around here giving us everything. Still can't figure this stuff out yet. Something else is going on. There's something else going on. If you need any more, send another email. Islam Moors. That's how the Moors spelled the different ways. I got a post today about an elected Sultan, Kelden Bay Empire from Morocco. Have you seen this? How do Moors utilize our Sultan? Islam. If you didn't vote, that's not your Sultan. Stop the BS. That's a private jurisdiction of some Moors who are doing whatever, and then they said this guy's going to be the whatever. So that's their little jurisdiction. It has nothing to do with all the Moors because they say Empire of Morocco in the title of their whatever. They say we're just elected. I mean, he came yesterday. Was he telling you about what happened in your life for the past 10 years? You got something to do with that? Well, what was he doing then after that? Before that? Before he's the Sultan guy, what was he doing? Where'd they pick him up from? One of the slime buckets? They pulled him out? And then Sultan sitting there with the slime on him and all that stuff. You talk about our Sultan? Like, all I know is Noble Drew Ali. That's it. Right? Whatever title you want to put on there, Sultan, Prophet, whatever. You can put whatever you want. Right? But I don't know anybody else that's qualified for any position of whatever. Ain't nobody qualified. Only one qualified is Noble Drew Ali. How about that? How about leave it or we leave it right there? Nah, here it come. No, it can't be him. Because it's a new time and shut the hell up with your BS. What Empire of Morocco Sultan 2025? These people are meeting at whoever's house. That's the consulate. The consulate is Zoom. Zoom, yeah, that's the consulate. The consulate meeting is Zoom. Yeah, we voted virtual voting. Virtual voting. If they're not going to what Noble Drew Ali laid down, they're full of BS. Timor is supposed to have grand sheiks, grand governors, and all that stuff. It's supposed to be temples everywhere. They're supposed to be just like back in the day when the Arab went out of the store to go find more, and they just pulled one. 1920s. Just went out and grabbed them more. Of all these people, you seen the remade videos of the 1920s and all that stuff. There ain't 5 people walking around. How is it some Arabs just going out pulling them more from walking on the street to identify Noble Drew Ali? They're telling you about some Keldon Bays has some authority. The virtual sultan. Playing games with you. Right. Because because of the pandemic, you can't get close to people, so you can't go to meetings. Right? You have to do it online. Madness. Right. So if you never voted, don't tell anything about no sultans and all that. Islam more. Honors to Noble Drew Ali. Are we supposed to be students of Drew Ali, or is there more than that? There's definitely more than that. Because once you're always a student, then everything else just is part of the learning. It's not titles anymore. But if it comes down to be somebody needs something witness or whatever like that, you could be the title. Because we're a nation. Why wouldn't I help my brother or whatever? Like, well, what's going on? Why wouldn't the sister needs 1 and I could get 3? Then why wouldn't I get 3? And then why would I just get 1 and not assist in the upliftment? However it's supposed to go, whichever way it goes. Once you're a student, always, then everything's a lesson. And let everything teach you. It's not just go read some books or watch some videos. There was something that was, I can't remember what it was. It'll come back to me. The Moors who, this Moor had like a ritzy job, driving the cars, parking guy, right? And one day he was fezzed up. And some pale Arab pulled up in a whatever car, right? And the Arab knew that he was a Moor as far as like, presentation, and proved to the Moor that the pale Arab, because he never had that side. Somebody from one of the other nations knowing that's the Moor. It's usually just Moors telling them. That made him end up being student in some history whatever, because he wanted something to do, so he's gonna go to school now, study. Goes and studies, and just finds out more just being a student. Just wanted, and that's in the I think it was some Wyoming college or something like that he went to. There's some African class. And all this stuff is about the Moors and how the Moors verifying just from making a choice. See having a situation impact them so much that they're gonna go and learn. And this is 12 years ago, 13 years ago. There's Moors call you up one day. Please, boy, I just want to say Islam, man, because this stuff works, and then they ramble out into wherever they're at, whatever just happened. So it goes in so many different directions. But again, you have to be righteous. Your heart has to be pure and all that stuff. You don't think you could, do the nigger stuff and this stuff is gonna work. It's not gonna have the same effect. Because this is actually something it's very delicate. This is not just to throw it down because you don't feel like using it right now. And then once you treat it in its divine intricacies, that everywhere you realize this thing goes everywhere, that you really can't. It's really everywhere. It gives you a more. It gives you a more perfect reason to go with what Noble Ali said. And staying on the path. Staying on it. Because there's some smooth sailing right now. But the things are cyclical. So know that stuff is coming back around. All the BS that happened, all the times in the life, that stuff was like, and you're on bended knee and all that stuff. Right, that happens in cycles. So you got to prepare yourself, because you already know that it's going to wear around. So then when it gets around, you're ready to deal with it. But always be student. Never stop learning. But remember, you got to be humble and all that stuff. You can't be a slime bucket. This doesn't work like that. This doesn't protect you if you oops and then you fall into the slime. Good. If People think they can get away with stuff. It doesn't really work like that. You know. And we've seen Moors use this info and get off some crazy ones. It is like that. Knowing the truth about what's going on. It is the silver bullet for this werewolf that you're dealing with. You know? But it's not in enough numbers for it to have the effect, like the whoever's that say they want whatever, and then they stop the street down, and then they get whatever they want. Yeah, we could do that, but everybody knows we're doing that in some dummy name. Then you're a dummy. How do you feel about certain Latinos using the N-word? There is obvious racism in the so-called Latino community, but many also feel connected to so-called African American culture. Do you feel regardless of skin tone, and does a Latino from certain countries have the right to say the word? Why do so many feel comfortable saying it? Are they still Moors regardless of trace amounts of so-called black? What makes it right? What makes it wrong? Islam. We'll take it up in parts. So the N-word is a word. If we're gonna be, it's a word. Words get used. Nothing to be mad about. No, the types of words being used now is the problem. Because if you're talking about dog over there and you say bitch, then everything's cool. But if you see some sister and you start talking like that, she might take it a certain way. Right? Now you made reference to the African American, African culture, and the Latino and all that stuff. Right? So all these are the same people. The indigenous people of the planet are the dark-skinned people. Those are the ones that were there first before everybody. And everybody else came out of that. So all these people are Moors, so it doesn't even matter who uses the word. God, it's a word. Get over it. Now, the skin tone is because of the mixing of the colonization. The skin tone has been depicted in hieroglyphics. They have the skin tones, the different skin tones. So stuff's been going on longer than we've been given some, lessons to say this is how stuff goes. We've been played for a long time. So the skin tone and all that stuff is BS. Everybody's the human family. And the human family is divided by where you at. Or you're there, or you're there. And that's who you are. That's who you stand with. That's who you grow. You be who you're supposed to be. Everybody's gonna have the timeline. They're gonna trace themselves back, and everybody's gonna write back to this one Asiatic woman. So it's really one human race. So humanity. And then going back to Drew Ali again, with him here to uplift all humanity, that we're not Negro, black, colored, nigger, and all these other stuff that people want to play. That's who we are. And so more than the N-word, it's all the different names that we call ourselves. That's the problem. Because when you check all these people and trace them back, it goes back to this one Asiatic woman. From their womb all came. She's it. So trace amounts and all is that. Everybody goes back to this Asiatic woman. So there's no right or wrong. Who should say the word and who should? Everybody go back to the Asiatic woman. Mad over a word. How about we save the children? Forget a word. How about we realize that everyone else is being a nation? And that's the exact thing that Noble Drew Ali brought back for us, to be a nation. No, we want to be a nation. We want to be a religious corporation and all this. So don't get caught up in the race game stuff. Right? That's BS. Who should say N-words and all that? All that's BS. That's just comedy. Right? To the civilized world. That's not real conversations. To the civilized world, that's comedy. That's when they want to kick back and not do anything. That's the game or whatever. Right? You're sitting there looking at the baseball or something like that. Well, they're watching you, watching the baseball. That's the Truman Show. You're worried about who should say the N-word when you're it. Should be concerned with that. How'd you end up being the N-word? Nobody else has these conversations. It's only in our community. Why? Because without the status, you're classified as a minority. And if you're a minority, who's taking you serious? Who's taking you serious? That's why they don't take our people serious. But they'll get there. They'll get kicked in the ass enough that they're going to wake up. They're going to not have any option. They're going to have an option. Uninstall the more in the chat. Just do a quick run through right now. See what's going on in there. See what's going on in here. Uninstall. Sincerity. Worketh in the dark as a mole, and fancieth is safe. But he blundereth into light, and is betrayed and exposed with dirt on his head. What's your take on these words from the Circle 7? It's speaking directly to all those who think they're getting away with whatever they're trying to get away with. You've been exposed. We already know. We already know. And then, again, they're just covered in slime. How is that not the traitor? How is that not the dirty more if it's slimed all over? The easiest thing you could do is read that Quran. That's going to give you all of the jewels. You're going to find your way. Once the slime's on them, what do you mean you have a sit down with the Zoom on the? Wasn't that the guy with the slime on him? see them for what they are. And be good with that. That's what they want to be. They want to be a slime bucket. Let them do them. Because I take away from no works that I'm doing. Because we must carry on with our works. Juali woke us for something. We don't know. Or we know. Understood the trap muftis. The trap muftis. I don't know if we want to see your face. It's all caps because it was excitement or maybe 4 times trolling. Chapter 4, verse 6 of our Quran reads, "It is but selfishness that makes one wish to call again to earth departed souls." The Kavit M. Tor article reads, Prophet Noble Juali, whose latent powers are abundant, unknown, and may be called into action as a matter of defense at any moment. What is the best way to harmonize these two statements, and how does that relate with evoking ancestors in general? Is Juali considered a departed soul, or does this relate to what Yahshua said in chapter, I don't know that Roman numeral. Behold, I am not myth made of the fleeting winds, for I am flesh and bone and brawn, but I can cross the border at will. And then they talked together there a long, long time. Then Jesus said, I go my way, but you shall go to all the world and teach the gospel of the omnipotence of men, the power of truth, the resurrection of the dead. He who believeth this gospel of the Son of Man shall never die. The dead shall live again. So when we talk about the call again to earth departed souls and the abundant unknown latent powers, we also use with the oral statements, Juali talking about if you dream about him, it's really him. Because the devil can't steal his appearance. So if you had any, and I've never heard anybody else make that statement, that because he's not saying after he transitioned, if that, he's saying at that time when they're around and they dream about the prophet and then they go to the temple tomorrow or something like that, or 2 days after, or whatever, whenever they went to the temple the next time, or was it immediate? Did they jump up and run over to the spot because no, the matter of defense of any moment, like I've say I've heard of Moors with, for example, crystals. They have a certain crystal in their pocket because that's what protects them. You know, and it's because their, you know, grandma or their some departed soul of their, you know, their bloodline who gave them some type of token, who gave them some idea or gave them some recipe or gave them something and something that's so dear to them because they, right? No, there's a connection there to you and the transitioned. And Drew Ali is that, on top of being a prophet and everything else. You know, he is an ancestor that you can call upon. You know, and you'll be surprised. Because we do it all the time with other ancestors. You think it wasn't Noble Drew Ali when certain things happened that were Moorish? And then saying that he has work to do from the soul plane. Going back to the whole thing of the departed souls and, you know, Noble Drew Ali died. We need Noble Drew Ali. No, you don't. Stop it. He brought you everything it takes to save a nation. Now let him rest in peace and let her death be inspiration onto you. So you can carry on these works that you're supposed to do. Stop playing around in the mourning, grieving stuff and all that. You know, you can call it on. You know, but are you going to be, you know, because once you call and then they respond, now it's on you now. Right? Now you just made a contract with the other side. Going right back again to when you're on bended knee and all that stuff, you realize that you played yourself. Is why that happened. Mm-hmm. And again, it's part of the lessons. So it's all interlaced. It's all interwoven. You know, in order to create this beautiful thing that we're experiencing. You know, ancestors have to be invoked. You know? And then when we look at you know, with the societal perspective, you know, the dead are the sleepy whoever's that, you know, we're trying to wake them up. We're trying to make them live again. Because the dead shall live again. And once they get conscious to who it is that they are and know about their nationality and birthrights, then then they'll stop being dead. You know? So I go my way because I have my works over here to do. You know, it's no more following me around the damn place and going, what are you following me around for? I gave you all the lessons. Why you go that way and go do some stuff? And John, you go that way. And James, and all you people stop playing around. What are you following me all over the place for? You don't hear that there's greater works that's supposed to be done by chasing me around. You know? So the idea of bringing it all together is that chapter 4. The whole chapter 4. Because that lesson of knowing that there's this crossover that's happening with death and life. It's not really an end. Once that's sunk in, that there's an after life. Not afterlife, there's an after life. To get through that, then the actions here are going to be connected to the latent powers. And then we'll see how abundant they are. Then you just start touching stuff and stuff starts manifesting. You are the amethyst now. You don't need to carry that stuff in your pocket anymore. When you realize that you're it, you are the ancestors you've been invoking, light and sage and all that stuff, and wearing patchouli and all that. That was you being the ancestors, being it. Many see it and don't want to be it. That's the other issue. For many, it's too much. You have to once you hold on, it's on. There's no one-handed and all that stuff. That's not. Hurt yourself. Like once you say push the button, I'm going home. You're going through the portal. You're going through the Stargate. There's no we're back and back and all that stuff. There's no caught in the middle and all that. But it's something to be sure about, knowing the truth about our nationality. And then having these lessons, having Noble Drew Ali's literature that we could read. This literature that these people held back from us, which was for our salvation. That people are going to say some European got it from the Akashic Records and Noble Drew Ali plagiarized him and all that stuff. It couldn't be information that was just out there. Once you know the elders, you have the literature. Yeah. Honest to all. If you have any questions, you could put them in the chat in all caps. Yeah, nothing else in the email. That looks like that's it. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Supreme honors to you for all your works. Carry on the great works. Carry on the great works. Well, yeah, we could definitely let you know. January 10th, 2026, Noble Drew Ali Day. So get your little pennies together. January 10th. 2026. We have an interesting lineup this year. We have an interesting lineup. One for the ages. One for the ages. Supreme honors to all. Don't forget, support Moorish as much as you can. As much as you can. Honors to Noble Drew Ali, our prophet Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali is the man. Did his work. Supreme honors to all. Love and peace. Islam.